I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X, blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Hello, podcast fans, and welcome to another episode of Mom Can't Cook. I am the great Andino, one of your hosts.
I didn't know we were thinking up magician names. I am Luke, the good and flashy. Flashy? Flashy?
No.
Okay, look, we may as well flag now that this decom signals a divergence in our interests. Andy, I think you and I broadly have a lot of shared interests. There's not a lot that you like and that I don't, that vice versa. But close-up magic is... and dare I say it, the very concept of magicians.
Hey, I understand that liking magic is a shameful thing.
Okay.
And that you should be ashamed of.
Yes.
But also, I think the aesthetic of it is quite cool. Things like, the magic circle, the magic castle in Hollywood, and, All right, fine. And my position is not going to be... My position is not going to be supported by this film. Because...
Well, tell the folks at home what the film is.
Okay, well, the film is Now You See It, ellipsis, which is a 2005 decommed, which is about... I'm just going to read the synopsis here off Disney+. An aspiring TV producer searches for the world's greatest kid magician. But what's this? His magic is real.
A surprisingly good and concise summary of a film that contains enough plots for 5 different decoms.
It is bonkers, the amount of plot in this film.
This is like, I've got that kind of Xenon feeling where like I'm intimidated and I'm afraid to try and explain this one. There's so much going on. I don't know how we're gonna condense this and summarize it at all.
Well, let's see how Disney presented it to people with their promo materials back in 2005 when this film came out.
Tonight on Disney Channel.
Action.
She was on a mission to find a master of magic.
What?
He was on a mission to master his magic. But what appeared was no illusion. Alison Mashaka of Phil of the Future and Johnny Picard, starring the Disney Channel original movie, Now You See It. Tonight at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel.
I think it will make everything a lot more straightforward if maybe we kick this off by summarising what the contest is, or what the reality TV show is at the core of this film, because there's a narrative framing device here,
which again it does have a narrative framing device, but it's sort of unnecessary and doesn't really add anything. Basically, the film starts with the main character sort of narrating into a webcam about how this guy Danny is real, and he's definitely real, and you're like, well, I never said he wasn't, but you seem very insistent that he is.
This is Alison. She's in a kind of college dorm, I think, because she's wearing a Harvard sort of sweatshirt, right?
Yeah, she's in a college dorm, and she's talking about her experiences with a guy called Danny. Some people say he isn't real. Others say he never existed in the first place. But believe her, he is real. She's about to tell you exactly what went down.
Broadly speaking, we then flash back to the beginning of the plot. And there is a contest underway, a reality TV show, a televised contest.
Yes.
To find the world's greatest kid magician.
And this is treated as if it's like a dynamite concept for a reality show.
As opposed to something that you 100%... Oh, yeah, I'll definitely watch kids who can't do magic very well yet.
Oh, my God. Did you watch the new episode of the World's Greatest Kid Magician Search?
Wow.
No, obviously I didn't. I'm an adult who disdains magic as normal people do.
Did you see it when little Arnie dropped all his cards because he's a kid? And close-up magic is famously difficult and technical.
Yeah, the country comes together once a week to watch... the search for the world's greatest kid magician. Everything else that divides us, it all evaporates.
You know, You know, when you're in the workplace and someone makes the mistake of bringing up politics, things get heated, and you're like, I need to smooth this over with a little classic water cooler chat. Hey, did anyone catch the world's greatest America's Kid Magician, or whatever it's called?
Just, Kid Magician isn't even a thing. It's not like...
Yeah, Kid Magician. Yeah, Kid Magician.
It's not like everyone's like, there are two great schools of magic, adult magic and Kid Magician.
And Kid Magic.
Kid Magic.
Well, Kid Magician says to me, because I think the thing with magicians is, and you know, I don't want to dunk on magicians harder than is necessary.
Yeah.
And to be clear, I don't think it's necessary to dunk on magicians very hard.
I mean, yeah, they're going through enough as it is.
Yeah, exactly. When I think of a kid magician, I think of a future adult magician who is doing what all adult magicians had to do, which is stand in their bedroom in front of a mirror, endlessly practicing sleight of hand magic.
But the thing that's confusing about this setup, so they have a reality TV show to find the world's greatest kid magician. Parallel to that, there also appears to be some sort of reality competition for the world's greatest kid producer.
Yes.
Because the show, we're told, will be the first television show in history to be produced entirely by kids.
Yes, it is a TV show produced by kids for kids. Now, here's where things get complicated. Alison is one such wannabe kid producer.
Wannabe world's greatest kid producer.
Now,
not world's greatest kid producer.
No.
But the world's greatest kid producer.
That would go to someone in the Bible, probably.
Yeah, right.
But the...
Or Octomom.
Yeah, exactly. So, Alison is in this contest to be best kid producer. Now, here's the rub.
Sorry.
The contest to become best kid producer, as far as I can tell, is not being filmed.
Not all of you will remain. Only those who discover one of the 3 final magicians will stay with us through the grand finale.
But there is definitely a competitive element because only...
Yes.
So, okay, so the way that it works is that there are 10 kid producers.
Yep.
And they have to go out in their area...
They are assigned an area of the United States.
Yeah, I think Alison has been given Florida, and she has to go and meet with 10 aspiring kid magicians.
Yes.
And find a good one.
Yeah.
And then the top 3 best kid magicians will go through to the TV. The TV show is only 3...
Yeah, only 3 kid magicians.
And none of them are ever eliminated. They all just go through to the final round. So it's not really a very well-structured reality show, I don't think.
No, and it's pretty unfair on the wannabe kid producers because they're assigned a state to go and investigate. And if all of those magicians are trash garbage, it's like, well, I guess maybe you should have been assigned a better state.
Yeah, so Alison's got Florida.
Alison's job is to... So Alison's the producer. She is also assigned a cameraman who I guess is vying to be world's greatest kid cameraman. He is also a little boy. And is also assigned a producer. They're all assigned a producer who is an adult.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why. They're like a mentor figure.
So this show is supposed to be entirely produced by kids, and yet there are many adults working on it.
Yes, so what you need to picture is Alison, who is one of our 2 protagonists. Alison always has, like, a microphone, and she's always trying to get the interview, and she's always trying to get the story. She's like a sort of journalist.
She's a news hound.
She's a news hound. And
knows for a story.
She desperately wants to find a really good kid magician, because if she does... The 3 are you with me? The 3 kid magicians that go through to the actual televised film contest each have a kind of assigned entourage of producer people. So each of the 3 magicians in the contest has a producer and a cameraman and a mentor.
Yes.
And overseeing all of this, I wish I could say is one person, but it isn't. Overseeing the contest to become the kid producer side of this, there is a grown adult producer.
Ms. McAllister.
Yes, Miss McAllister. So she is basically orchestrating this whole thing, and she is a proper grown-up. An experienced TV producer. How she landed this job, I'm not sure.
Also in charge is another adult called Mystic Max, played by Frank Langella, who you may remember as Skeletor from the He-Man movie. Now he's a very famous magician, and he's the one who devised the entry format for this reality TV show to find the world's greatest kid magician.
Mystic Max has many gifts. TV formats is not one of them.
So there was a poster that they put out, and hidden
Yes.
within the poster was a secret message.
Yeah.
And he asks the assembled wannabe kid producers, he says, did any of you manage to solve the mystery? And Alison is a real, like, pick me kind of person. So she's like, ooh, me, I did it.
Yeah, she's
and then
got
she explains.
Hermione-ing.
Yeah, she's fully Hermione-ing.
Yeah.
So she explains that there's a spider web on the poster.
Yeah,
which
up
means-
in the corner.
Yeah, which means it's a website.
Yeah.
And then,
oh, by the way, the poster is like a real classic magic. You know, like a how would you
like a
describe it,
Carter
Andy?
beats the devil kind of.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
The kind of those like Victorian stage spectacles, that kind of thing.
yeah, a cool aesthetic.
Yeah, it's a very cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
See, you do think it's cool.
I'll grant you the posters are okay. So, in the corner of this poster, yeah, as you say, there's a spider web, which is all Alison needs to deduce that.
To deduce it's a website, and then she
It's a
visits
website.
every website until she finds the entry form. No, there's a book someone's holding, which is a copy of Farewell to Arms, and Alison's mercurial brain takes Farewell to Arms to mean, of course, the Venus de Milo. That's not got any arms.
See, the spider web made me realize it was probably there to direct us to a website. Then, in looking closer at the book the statue was holding, I saw that it was a farewell to arms. And then, bam, it hit me. I mean, everybody knows that the Venus de Milo is a statue with no arms.
Sure.
And that made me think of the famous founder of the Magic Mansion, a magician named Antonio de Milo. I mean, how obvious could it be?
Yeah, it
And then-
said farewell to its arms.
Yep. And then, of
But
course,
Venus de Milo, what could that be? Is that
the founder of the Magic Mansion, which is, I guess, some kind of magic mansion. We're not given any context. But the founder of the Magic Mansion was called Antonio de Milo. At this point, the whole crowd is sort of looking at her blankly.
Yeah.
And then she says she just went online, typed in demilo.net, not even .com. She went straight for the .net domain, and she got linked to the contest entry form.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how they got their 100 aspiring magicians that they're going to be whittled down to the final 3.
To most ordinary children, it will have bounced straight off them. But to the special few, those inclined to
The magically gifted
those inclined to close-up
to
magic,
the sorcerous arts.
they will have seen that and followed the trail of breadcrumbs contained in the poster, visited the website, and that's how we have our 100 possible potential entrance to this reality TV show. Now, as Andy said, they're only going to feature 3 on TV.
So there's a lot of whittling down to do.
So in there's a huge assembled crowd of wannabe America's greatest kid producers.
Sure.
There's only one who you need to know about because obviously only 3 of them are going to make the cut. And that's a guy called Hunter, who is sat behind her. He's he's got kind of peroxide spiky hair.
Yeah, imagine a young Gary Busey.
Okay, yeah, that's
kind of the vibe.
That's on the money, yeah. And he is not impressed by Alison.
But yeah, so Alison sets out with her world's greatest kid cameraman and world's greatest adult mentor.
Yeah,
They set out
Paul,
yes,
Yeah.
Paul the adult mentor, and they set out to check out their prospects. So begins the sort of audition process. So she visits. I think we see 4 or 5 children, none of whom can do magic.
Well,
don't know.
the auditions don't test if you can do magic. They test.
Why
if
would you
can...
enter the world's greatest kid magician contest if you can't do magic?
Well, probably because you think, well, I must have solved the criteria, which is this puzzle. If you're like, oh, I found my way onto this website, I must be a good magician.
No, right. So the first one tries to do a escapology trick. He tries to get out of a straitjacket. He fails and then falls in a bin. The second one fucks up a card trick really badly. One of them tries to vanish a dog. It doesn't work. The dog is still there, and then he puts a cake on her head. He puts a load of eggs and milk on her head.
Oh yeah.
One of them tries to do linking rings. Can't do that. None of them can. These are like basic self-working tricks.
Yeah.
That you can just buy from Amazon.
Yeah.
And they can't even do that. They are, like, negatively good at magic.
But to be fair, they are children. So,
Yeah, but also they entered the world's greatest kid magician contest, and they can't even do a basic self-working trick.
well, Alison is very diplomatic. She's very polite with these absolute magic scrubs instead of throwing their backpack on the roof like they so sorely deserve. Alison's at her wit's end because, of course, it doesn't matter how good a producer she is. She's been randomly assigned all of the bad magicians in Florida. And if she doesn't find a winner, her contest, her untelevised best producer contest is over.
She's like, oh, my job's going to be over before it even started. Despite, I think she's like 15.
Yeah, well, she's trying to be the best kid producer.
She's trying to be the world's best, I guess. Yeah. Well,
I think they're all like teens.
So they're down to their last contestant. This is the one that they need to be good at magic. Otherwise, it's back to New Orleans empty-handed, I guess. So they pull up to the final house. The parents of the magician, they come out and greet her warmly. And then there's a shot of the kid magician himself staring out of an upstairs window with the probing eyes of a serial killer.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know, honestly, like, if you just put a bit of music under it, it would look like it would be a jump scare he looks like a Victorian ghost in a big house.
Yeah, like the woman in black.
If you put an orchestra stab under it, honestly, it's like...
Yeah. But yeah, so this is Danny.
This is Danny.
Apparently he's been anxious to meet them. He's very excited. It's all he's been talking about.
Yeah.
So potential world's greatest kid producer, world's greatest kid cameraman, and world's greatest adult mentor walk into Danny's room. And he's blowing up a big orange balloon ready for his
his trick.
audition. Yeah. Danny, I would say, looks about 25 years old. I'm not sure why he's entering the world's greatest kid magician contest.
Well, maybe he tried some adult magician contest and found the competition was a little too fierce.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because his trick is apparently he's going to burst this balloon and a dove is going to fly out. And he does it once, it fails, the balloon just bursts. He does it a second time, it fails.
Yeah.
He says, third time's the charm, does it a third time, it fails.
Yeah.
He's like, but this time, the fourth time, and then he fails. And then we get a montage of him doing it 8 more times and it fails.
So at this point, Danny is stood ankle deep in ruined balloons with no doves. There is a feather. He does at one point conjure a feather is there, but no doves. And Danny's getting really frustrated. He's just like, just back off and let me breathe.
Yeah, he's taking up all my oxygen.
Yeah, he's just like, he's getting really frustrated. He's yelling at Alison. Alison is like, okay, I think I've given you the benefit of the doubt. I really wanted this to work. You were my last chance.
Really emotionally unstable and also bad at magic.
Yeah,
so.
And also 25. So I'm probably going to leave now. So they do.
Hey, you're not the world's greatest magician or a kid. So I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure how we can help you here, Danny.
Have you considered entering the world's most angry bad magician contest?
The world's most angry man. So Alison and the aspiring world's greatest kid cameraman and her adult mentor, Paul.
What's he called? Cedric? Is it?
I think he's called Cedric, yeah. I keep wanting to say Gilbert because he's fulfilling the same kind of nerdy archetype. I like Cedric, though. He's all right.
Cedric's fine.
Cedric's fine. So they head back out to the car, dejected. Obviously, I guess this is it. They decide, well, I suppose that's the end. That's the end of our adventure. And then they open the boot to put some stuff in, and many doves fly out of the car.
Yeah, right out of the trunk of the car. Whoosh, whoosh. We get a slow zoom on Danny's serial killer face in the window.
Yeah, because Alison's like, wow, the trick. All of that stuff where he couldn't do it, and when he was yelling at me up in his bedroom, that was all.
When he was screaming in my face, that was all part of the trick.
That was all part of his act. And now the prestige, my car full of doves. So she's delighted. She's like, "Oh wow, magic is real." Luckily, very very luckily, Cedric happens to have been filming the opening of the car boot.
Yeah, it's the worst possible trick to audition with, I think, because it's predicated on you failing the trick like 15 times, them going, he can't do magic, turning off the camera, packing it away, and then and then getting it back out to film them loading up their car as they leave.
Yeah. And at that point, doves, bam, everywhere.
Prestige, yeah.
But, confusingly, yes, in, again, doing his little serial killer woman in black look out the window, Danny doesn't seem to be... You would expect to see him be like, the prestige.
But yeah, Alison says the expression on his face looked like fear.
Which, okay, in the context of everything that is to come in the film, doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
No. But it is pretty bloody compelling and mysterious.
It is, yeah. But
Mystic Max is impressed by the footage.
You're right, Alison. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed.
Mystic Max is so impressed, he's decided that they found their last contestant. Danny will be the final contestant in what Alison describes as the coolest reality program ever filmed.
Wrong.
Yes, the search for the world's greatest kid magician. So they're heading. All the contestants are heading out to the Mystic Mansion, the Magic Mansion. They're on the streetcar. They're heading out to, I think it's like the Garden District in New Orleans. It's a bunch of insufferable magicians all doing card magic on each other.
I have it written down here that being on this bus of aspiring kid magicians is my actual nightmare. I can't imagine anything worse. I don't know. I think I'd probably just try and smash my body through the window to escape.
Pull the emergency cord.
Yeah, regardless of the speed it was moving. But on the bus, we do meet one of the other aspiring America's greatest, best kid magician.
A guy called Brandon. He does a card trick for Alison where he makes a card jump out of the deck of cards.
Pretty good.
And then, and then Danny says, that's child's play. Pick a card. And so he does that. And then he hurls the deck at the window and Brandon's card is stuck to the window. And Brandon is confused and astonished, and everyone's like, wow, this Danny's the real deal. Again, this will make little sense later on.
Yes, it doesn't make sense at all, because this is a trick that we have all seen. This is a normal magic trick, right? I'm sure it's extremely difficult. I do not know how it's done, and don't write in, I don't care to learn. But, the thing where you throw the cards and it's stuck to the inside of the other side of the glass. How could it? Yeah. How could your card possibly have got there? So look, Brandon probably knows how this is done, right?
Brandon seems like he's actually studied magic, unlike any of the other people. And the other contestant is a girl called Zoe as well. So there's these three contestants: Danny, Brandon, and Zoe.
We see criminally little of Zoe's magic through the course of the film.
It's a little harsh, but the streetcar, it pulls up outside a large sort of manse. I guess this is the Magic Mansion. They walk inside, and Mystic Max is there, and he says to the kids, "I'd like you all to think of this bank foyer full of parrots and acrobats as your home." Because it's a real, there's sort of like acrobats and like wild animals being rolled around in cages and knife jugglers and things.
None of which makes it onto the show.
Yeah, that's just going on at all times. Yeah. But people are very rarely invited inside the mansion because every magic secret known to man is hidden within these walls. Yeah. Like how to, that one where you make it look like your thumb's coming off.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably in there.
How do they do that?
How you get the scarves out of your sleeves.
Yeah,
it's all in there.
One. That's a good one. The spinning bow tie. Wait, is that clowns? I don't.
Well, Mystic Max is explaining this, and Danny is just all eye rolls and sighs. Like he does. It's like, what is your deal? You were like, I'm so desperate to be on this show. It's my last chance. Yeah. And now he's there, and he's like, ugh.
He's showing a broad contempt for the world of close-up magic and magicianship.
Yeah.
So,
Mystic Max says, "Remember, children, you never know how strong your magic is until you test it." Which, again, in the context of like palming cards and stuff, doesn't make any sense.
It's just not true. It would be like saying you never know how strong your mime is until you're put until you're put
your mime to the test.
Until you're put to the ultimate test.
Danny is acting like he doesn't want to be there. Alison is obviously very peppy and chipper. And Danny is basically like, will you just f*** off, Alison? And she's like, Alison is like, Danny, you have to be more charismatic. It's reality TV. and then
Yeah.
he slams the door of his bedroom in her face.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of, there's a recurring theme of this in this film, of her sort of like pleading with the door of his bedroom that he slammed in her face. It happens
Yeah.
like 6 times in the movie.
Look, I've watched like a gazillion hours of these shows. Even the really gross ones, where they have to dive into a vat of cockroach larvae.
Well,
And
what's your point?
the contestants who get the most screen time are the ones who are wildly charismatic, extremely competitive, and have usually overcome some heartbreaking obstacle to get here.
Right now, the only heartbreaking obstacle in my life is you.
Come on, please. We're a team.
Oh, yeah? Then how about a team cheer? Like, go team, go!
Asking Danny really nicely and reasonably to please help her, or just to talk. Like,
Yeah.
I can tell something's going on, Danny. Please, can we talk about it? And Danny's like, how about you talk to this? Bang!
Yeah, and then he's like, from behind the door.
We do, once they get into the mansion, sidebar, I do think it's kind of cool and kind of interesting that basically the whole film takes place in one building. I think that's
Yes.
kind of fun. It's all sort of within the Magic Mansion.
It's very obviously a bank that they've dressed.
Very, very obviously.
Yeah.
You at this point, you start to get a sense of like how the TV show is going to look, and I think from my point of view, this is the point where it became clear that this whole thing is a tax write-off for Mystic Max, because there are basically no cameras, there's no audience. It's like, imagine if you just got all your friends together and said, right, now let's do the reality TV show, but no one filmed any of it, and you just did it, and you were like, well, there we go.
So, as an example, the first, they cut to the next day, and it's the first challenge of this TV show.
A basketball.
Wow.
A rope. A broom. A 10-gallon aquarium. And a bed sheet. Five very different yet common household items. And you have exactly 30 minutes to create an illusion using any or all of these 5 objects.
In a reality show like, for example, RuPaul's Drag Race, just to pick a reality show out of thin air,
Yep.
they're given a challenge at the start of the show, and then there will be like literally 45 minutes of them like planning the challenge. RuPaul will go around and talk to the contestants about their sort of thought process, what they're thinking of, what the challenges they're going to face are. This, he goes, you've got half an hour, go, and then it cuts to them like walking on stage to do their trick.
That's the only bit they film. Imagine if you tuned into the Great British Bake Off and it was 1 minute long, and it was just the
They're
host
like,
being
"Here's my
like,
cake."
well, here are the cakes they made. Here they are. So what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't know much about this baker, but he baked this.
There's no need to see the baker. What's the theming behind this cake? Dunno. No time. But we didn't ask.
We forgot to ask.
We set the challenge, didn't film that. Then they went off and planned it for about a day. Didn't film that either, and then they made the cake. We just filmed that. We just filmed the bit where they present it.
So anyway, they cut to the challenge portion of the TV show, and they show the intro sequence to the TV show, and it shows a lot of clips of like Danny doing tricks that I don't know when they filmed that, because they arrived the day before.
Yeah.
He has done no magic up to this point.
No.
And yet they have all this like stock footage of him doing magic in the Magic Mansion.
And as will become clear, he actually has quite a problem doing magic on demand.
Yes,
It's
and,
something he
just
can't do.
Just basic tricks in general.
Yeah.
They showed this intro sequence, and I sort of checked the timeline to check that I hadn't accidentally skipped forwards. I'm like, oh no, we're still only 22 minutes into this film, but they had all this like archive footage of stuff that happened during the events of the film, but they didn't show us.
I mean, yeah, it's that. Look, what Andy's just described is going to become increasingly typical of Now You See It, like in terms of its attention to detail and coherence. We've got the first challenge. I think it's a pretty good challenge for a best kid magician. Here's some random objects. You have to make a magic trick out of them. Go.
So Zoe from Philadelphia, she kind of awkwardly levitates the basketball behind the sheet.
Fine.
Pretty good.
Fine.
Basic.
What
but,
does Mystic Max score it?
He gives her a 7 out of 10.
Yep. And he does
That-
that. He does that by holding up a big deck of numbered cards, and then
Yeah.
whoop, 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 one of them sort of floats up. Bloop, bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop, bloop. Mystic Max.
Mystic Max, everyone.
The world's greatest.
The world's greatest illusionist.
This is the second trick we've seen Mystic Max perform, and the first one was he said, "Look in your pockets, all of your room keys are in there." Which you know is something that he does in hotel bars to pick up.
Yeah. At some point he went into all these children's pockets without them knowing.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, unless his magic is real.
His magic is real. But next up, it's Danny. And Danny doesn't know what he's going to do. He says to Alison, he's like, no idea, here I go.
Yeah. Which is frustrating to Alison, because she's like, hey, I'm trying to film you, and all he will do is sit there sullenly, looking grumpy, and she's like, hey, what's the plan? Can you tell me about your trick? You know, for the TV show.
He's like, oh yeah, I'll tell you about my trick, Alison. It's a little trick called off.
Slams door.
Slams door. So Danny has the fish tank, the basketball, the rope, the broom, and the sheet.
Yeah.
And Danny says he's going to make all the objects disappear. He doesn't seem sure about it. He's like, I guess they'll disappear. So he holds up the sheet and then drops it. And then there's this bizarre tableau.
Just describe it as best you can.
Okay, so the broom is standing upright with the basketball swinging around it like on a rope, like a swing ball.
Yep.
And the fish tank is full of real snow. And then he gathers up some snow, makes a snowball, and he throws it at Hunter, who is shocked and appalled and complains that snow isn't one of the 5 props that they're allowed to use. Mystic Max agrees, and he docks Danny points for using snow, and Danny only gets a 3.
Oh dear.
For his incredible illusion.
I think Danny's trick is not good because the build
it's sort of conceptually confusing, I think.
And it's but it'll be fine if he had a little lead up, and it's all about the showmanship, right? It's the theatre of the thing. But Danny basically stands there awkwardly going, I'll make them all disappear. And then he doesn't do that. He does something else, which probably would be impressive if he'd done like a big theatrical build-up, like how could a man attach a basketball to a broom?
Well, it's sort of it's too confusing, I think. If in The Prestige, Hugh Jackman was like, I'm going to teleport across the stage, but then instead he revealed an aquarium full of snow.
They look in the vats under the stage. It's full of basketballs swinging around brooms.
His Nikola Tesla is like, I've made a machine that can create aquariums full of snow. That's the only thing it does, I'm afraid. It doesn't work very well.
So this is a bit confusing because Danny doesn't seem to know how he did this or why he did this.
Yeah.
He can't really explain it.
Well, what happens next is that Brandon goes up and he's using Danny as his assistant.
Yes.
He's going to make himself disappear.
Sidebar, using one of the other kid magicians as an assistant doesn't seem like a good thing for the TV show. But
well, especially not Danny, because Danny holds up the sheet and drops it and
has killed Brandon.
There's sort of like pained screaming, and the camera swings around and we see that Brandon has teleported over onto a knife thrower's wheel and is spinning out of control, and he's just screaming and screaming and screaming.
Yeah.
And Danny looks confused and alarmed. Yeah, Alison is like, Danny, what's going on? What was that about? And Danny says, "F off, Alison," and runs off into a hall of mirrors. So
I've got written down here, I like that Danny evades emotional conversations by disappearing into a hall of mirrors that are filled with clowns' laughter. Honestly, it's the most... I sometimes worry that, when we talk to people who listen to this podcast, they say, I don't watch the films because I prefer your funny versions of them. Like, no, we are just describing what happens. If anything, there's stuff we have to leave out. You have to see it. Danny just runs into a hall of mirrors. It's full of clown laughter. Alison runs in. The camera starts spinning as if
the Disney Plus subtitles say clown laughter. That's all it says. Alison is like, there's no way I can pursue him through this hall of mirrors. I guess that's it.
At this point, we've had one challenge.
Yes.
There are going to be 3 in the film, But don't let that fool you into thinking that that's the broad structure of the movie.
Thinking it's got
because it
a
isn't.
passable structure.
Honestly, at about the almost exactly halfway mark, this film is going to like hit the handbrake so hard and just do something else instead until the very end of the runtime. But that was the first challenge.
I mean, what happens next is the second challenge. So it is lulling you into thinking this will be a regular structure. So the second challenge, each contestant receives a wand with a famous magician's name on it. So Zoe receives a wand with the name of Alexander Herman on it. Brandon receives a wand with the name of Harry Blackstone. And Danny is given the wand with the name of Harry Houdini. And the challenge is for each...
Don't you think it's a bit harsh that they give out these wands and it's famous magicians, and two of the famous magicians are like, my thing was I pulled rabbits out of hats, and my thing was I would make a light bulb levitate, and my thing was I escaped from drowning tanks while chained up. It's like, all right, imitate one of their tricks. Okay.
That's the so that's the challenge is to research the magician and discover what their most famous trick was and to replicate it.
For the second challenge, each contestant will receive a wand bearing a famous magician's name. Zoe?
Wow. Alexander Herman.
Brandon?
Harry Blackstone.
And last but not least, the great Harry Houdini is for Danny. The challenge for you three is to research your magician, select and perform his most renowned trick. Buona fortuna.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you got the light bulb one, and you got and you've got John Wyman, the guy who used to do the bullet catch. So good luck, kid magician. Let's see how you did.
Notoriously difficult. You've got David Blaine. You will have to seal yourself in a perspex box
for 60 days. Oh boy. Anyway. So Danny is in the library researching, and Alison is like, oh, thank goodness, you're taking the competition seriously, finally. And he's like, no, Alison, I'm researching the Magic Mansion itself. I've heard it has many secret rooms and hidden chambers, and all the secrets of magic are hidden here somewhere. But he's having trouble finding it. But Alison, being the puzzle-solving master, has got an idea. Some of the books have markings on their spine. So... line them up, maybe.
And when you put them all together, it is two serpents that are looking towards a symbol, and they're like, wow, well, I guess we have to find that symbol. Danny pulls a map that we haven't seen before from somewhere, and it has a symbol on it, and goes, well, look, here's the symbol, so I guess we just have to find this, and then they go delving with Cedric. Now they go get Cedric, and they go delving into the bowels of the manor.
Hey guys, have I mentioned that I'm really, really, really claustrophobic?
Just get in here, Cedric.
I can't believe it. We found Demilo's secret library.
I guess this is the secret room of the owner and founder of the mansion, whose name was DeMilo, right?
Antonio DeMilo, yes, the founder of the Magic Mansion. But they make their way into the magic vault, which it seems has not been opened for centuries, but all the candles are lit, like in a Skyrim dungeon. Cedric is losing his mind because he is medically claustrophobic, and they keep just telling him to shut up, which is quite cruel. But this is DeMilo's secret library, and surely the secrets that Danny seeks are here. But then Cedric finds another sort of twisty thing, and he says, I wonder what this does. And he turns the dial. And then what happens is a spinning top hat teleports them back to the library. I mean, that's what I've got written in my notes. That can't be what happens. I must have misunderstood.
And yet, what do we have to go by but what we see on screen? And what we see on screen is a big swirling top hat is there.
Spins into the camera.
And then they are teleported.
Teleported
for real.
Like literally really teleport.
With no trap door, no sort of puff of stage smoke.
They sort of dematerialize and then rematerialize in the library. And they all get up and dust themselves off and go, that was weird. We should go prepare for the next challenge. You've just been literally teleported. This is huge. Teleportation is real. You're supposed to be producers and camera people with noses for stories.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, I guess magic is real. Anyway, time to get on with work.
Yeah, I guess the paranormal exists.
Yeah.
And we found a room. We found a secret room in this mansion, and it has a button, and when you press the button, matter is destroyed and reconstructed at a point in the library.
Yeah.
And it appears to be able to transport living things. The scientific applications are huge.
Yeah.
It's what Brundle is working on in The Fly.
Yeah,
but but can't make it work. And then they're like, well, better go film a kid pretending to be Harry Houdini. No, stop the competition.
Everything stops now.
Everything has to stop now, unfortunately.
But no, they sort of brush it off and they're on to the challenge. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual, so when things aren't working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating any of life's challenges can make you feel unsure, whether it's career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent. But therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you, Luke. You.
Ooh. Complex engine. I like that description of me.
It's cool, actually.
That's cool. Well, as the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. There are no waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/MCC. That's betterhelp.com/MCC.
So it's time for the second challenge, and the contestants are all going up to do their famous magic tricks. Zoe is doing Herman's rabbit from the hat trick. She pulls out a lot of rabbits, gets a 6, which seems harsh because she has perfectly replicated Herman's rabbit trick.
Yeah, it's not her fault that Herman's rabbit trick is
not very exciting.
Played out, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else Mystic Max was hoping from pulling rabbits from the hat.
Mystic Max is just hoping for a nice, clear line to put on his tax return. Like a nice, big, fat paragraph. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was unfilmable and we had to liquidate the production.
It was a tax write-off. So, yes, unfortunately. And then Brandon is up doing Harry Blackstone's levitating light bulb trick.
Yep.
He gets an 8 because light bulbs are more interesting than rabbits, I guess. And then next up is Danny, who has wisely decided not to do the milk jug water torture escape, but instead he's going to do Houdini's famous elephant vanishing trick. He doesn't have an elephant, so what he has instead is Brandon dressed as an elephant, and he's like, and now to do another one of my confusing tricks. So the elephant will disappear, and then he raises the sheet. We hear a lot of screaming from behind the sheet. The sheet drops, and now Brandon is on a mechanical bull. Which, again, not part of Houdini's trick.
No.
He is not graded on it by Mystic Max.
The mechanical bull bucks Brandon painfully to the ground, and he's hurt quite badly.
He's hurt quite badly.
Like. Yeah.
Shatters his hip on the floor.
And Danny runs away. At this point, everything kind of grinds to a halt because for some reason this is unacceptable.
It's the last straw for Hunter, particularly. He's demanding that Danny be thrown off the show, and then Hunter is like, "Hey, maybe it wasn't a trick. Maybe magic is real."
and everyone slowly turns to Hunter and goes, "I'm sorry. Why are you here again?" Because Hunter's like, "There's no way he could have done that." That light
contest
light
for
bulbs don't float.
Where did the rabbits come from?
Rabbits don't live in hats.
But Alison is like, look, Danny, I know it's against the magician's code, but just tell Hunter how you did the trick, and we can all move on.
Yeah, tell everyone how you teleported, Brandon, onto the mechanical bull.
But Danny says, Hunter is right. I have magical powers.
My magic is real.
My magic is real. And then Mystic Max walks in and goes, you're the best one here. You've claiming to be real. All the great magicians did it. You've really learned to play this game.
Oh my God. This was when my cold attitude towards magicians hardened into something more sinister.
Oh God!
And I think I just said out loud, "Oh, for God's sake!" Mystic Max, yeah, Danny, well done. Of course, a great magician would claim to have real magic powers.
Yeah, Danny is like, but I do, I really do. And he's like, well, then you won't mind me getting... Danny, Danny.
Sweet Danny.
Sweet Danny, then you won't mind me getting together the Worldwide Skeptics Society to test your claim.
Of which I am the president. At which point, it becomes even clearer that Mystic Max has no investment at all in this reality TV show.
Because he's trying to debunk the powers.
I'm sorry, are you doing this to a schedule? Are you paying the carpenters and the lighting team? Or are you perfectly willing to stop your reality TV show to get in the Worldwide Skeptics Society and, without filming any of it, basically have a very long conference where you interrogate Danny and try to figure out if his magic is real? Alison persuades Danny to basically stand trial in front of the Worldwide Skeptics Society, which for some reason this trial includes several magic skeptics and also a medium,
a self-proclaimed psychic,
a self-proclaimed spirit medium.
Danny, he does explain a bit to Alison about what's going on. He's like, oh, fine, I'm a freak with real magic powers. Yes. Turns out that 3 years ago he was walking to school. At the age of 21, and he saw a cool skateboard in the window, and he thought about how much he wanted it, and 2 seconds later it was under his feet and he was riding it. Another time a guy was picking on him and he wished that the guy would get lost, and then he vanished and was found up a tree later.
I think Danny's sugarcoating it. That guy was found dead.
That guy was found hanging from that tree.
Oh no.
He says, I can't control my magic, Alison. And again, I mean, he can, because he did that card trick on the bus.
Yes.
Flawlessly.
Yes.
So
Danny does real magic. He can't control it. It's untamed wild magic. It happens spontaneously sometimes.
Sorcery.
He doesn't have any sleight of hand. He's not doing real magic and stage magic. He's got no stage magic.
He's got no stage magic skills, and yet he does the card trick earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't get up in front of the panel. Either nothing will happen and they'll think he's a fraud, or his powers will get out of control and he'll end up on some government operating table next to the fish boys and the mummies.
I have a note that I don't want to be dissected by the government is maybe what we should have called this podcast because so far it's proving to be a sort of more occurring trope than a mum who can't cook.
A mum who can't cook. I
Which
swear
again,
it really does happen.
It's just in virtue of like the order in which we're doing these. I promise there are many non-cooking mums to come. But so far we've had many more instances of people not wanting to be dissected by the government.
Anyway, she persuades him to go and face the panel.
And do you remember how in Mum's Got a Date with a Vampire, when they want to test if Dimitri's a vampire, they let the accused vampire decide what the test of being a vampire should be?
Yeah, seems like a bad idea.
Well, here, the Worldwide Skeptics Society has this boy who they're like, oh, he's claiming that magic is real, and he's claiming his magic is real. We must debunk him. All right, what trick will you do for us? Don't let him set the trick. Let him set the trick, because if he is what you say he is, he will simply do one of his impressive magic tricks, and you'll be like, wow, how did the light bulb get up in the air?
Yeah. So they're all sitting on sort of normal office chairs, and he sort of, like, presumably off camera, drags on this big elaborate chair,
wooden
sits
throne,
in it, and he's like, I'll try and do my magic, and he levitates out of the chair, and the panel is astonished.
Yeah, the Worldwide Skeptics Society. They're tearing their hair out. They're selling all of they're spending all their money. Like everything is a lie.
Whoa! Half of his thumb came off, and then he put it back on.
Oh my God.
How did he do it?
I repent.
Magic is real.
Magic is real.
They're all tearing their eyes out of their heads. But Mystic Max is like, "Oh, you fools! This is a special chair that has a levitating mechanism in it." And so everyone's like, oh, he's just a very good showman. Well done. And they all applaud him.
Danny's a performer, like all performers, but a mighty clever one, don't you think?
Interesting.
But because they haven't proven that his magic is real, Danny is still eligible for the grand finale. And, you know, Alison and him have fallen out because after they debunked his levitating, Danny did his 6th or 7th storm off of the movie.
Yeah.
And then he
Slammed
yelled
the
at
door.
Alison again. So they've fallen out. She's like, you know, maybe he'll win. And that's fine, but it's a strictly business relationship now. And I'm like, I mean...
What made you think you were friends?
Yeah, Danny has done nothing but like belittle and yell at you for this entire movie.
Non-stop door slamming.
Yeah. And... Cedric is like, oh, but he's good at magic tricks, though, isn't he? Again, everyone seems to have forgotten that they literally teleported.
Yeah, it's not impressive to them. Yeah.
Alison is like, oh, it's just, you know, it's all tricks, isn't it? It's, you know, she's a bit like you. She's like, oh, it's all just done with like levers or something. I'll prove how he did the dove trick. Let's have a look at the tape. So she gets out their tape of the dove trick, the footage that Cedric shot at Danny's family home.
Yes.
And they look at the tape and they scrub through the footage, and then they see the doves appear out of literally nothing, like it's sort of poorly composited.
Yeah, like it's a fairly ropey visual effect.
Yeah.
But it is kind of fun to see that ropey visual effect freeze framed. And they're like, look, here, there's a bunch of dove PNGs floating around. And one frame before, none of there are no dove PNGs on the timeline. Wow, check that out.
But this is where Alison realizes that Danny's not a magician, he's a wizard.
Did you see that?
Back it up. Back it up.
Those doves came out of nothing.
Now you see it. Now you don't. It's a miracle.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Danny's not a magician. He's a wizard.
Okay, yeah. So this is the point at which the film decides that it sort of lost interest in the whole magic contest thing. And instead, it goes into this sort of intrigue plot between Mystic Max and Danny. So Alison goes to Danny's room to let him know that she knows his magic is real. But he's not there. He's not in the library. He's not even in the secret vault that everyone's just in and out of all day now. But she tracks him down to Mystic Max's office, and they're having a chat in his private chambers. So she goes to the next room and she eavesdrops through the grate. And she also starts filming through the grate with her little handy cam because she's a news hound.
Yeah.
And Max is revealing, he says to Danny, I know about your powers. That's right, being president of the Worldwide Skeptic Society is the perfect cover. Because, Danny, every generation 1 or 2 sorcerers are born with magic abilities. I am one of these true sorcerers, Danny, and so are you.
Mystic Max is a real sorcerer.
He's a real sorcerer. He created the show hoping it would act as a lure to bring out one great sorcerer.
Wrong. Bad. What you did was a visual puzzle in a poster. How is that going to lure out real sorcerers? Why would a real sorcerer be particularly interested in... Why would a real sorcerer be particularly interested in the world of stage magic?
Of card magics and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
What he wants to do is like look for unexplained phenomenon. He needs an X-Files thing. He needs to go around and find like kids who've like electrified arcade machines or like magicked Tony Hawk into their back garden to do skateboarding tricks for them or something. Not like who can look at a poster and see a web on it and go, ooh, website.
Oh, I'll go to demilo.net and enter the competition. Oh, yeah, well, you must be a powerful sorcerer.
Oh, a powerful sorcerer indeed.
Or you're just like a puzzle-solving mortal like Alison.
Yeah. Alison figured it out. She's not a powerful sorcerer.
Mystic Max has got exceptionally lucky finding a real wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'll pick 100 kids who can do puzzles and maybe one of them will be a sorcerer. And amazingly, he was right. But yeah, he's saying that Danny is young and untrained. That's why his powers are out of control. So he's going to help him harness the power. He's going to be his mentor. But Mystic Max is like, okay, I'm going to give you this special ring, which will keep your powers in check, and you need to wear that. And he puts it on. Danny does, and he's like, wow, I feel so good. I feel like a normal kid for the first time.
Yes.
So he's like, he's feeling good towards his new mentor, Mystic Max. Alison got the whole thing on tape, but then Danny leaves and she carries on filming, and in walks Paul, the mentor, producer.
Who is now dressed all in black.
Yeah, he's now sort of looking all evil. Yeah. And Mystic Max is like, well, of course, this Danny has the potential to be more powerful than I could ever be. But he can't remove that magic limiting ring himself. And by tomorrow, I'll have stolen his powers, just like I did to Antonio de Milo before him.
No! Mystic
So
Max,
actually,
he's not only a real sorcerer, but a bad sorcerer.
Sounded to me like that went pretty well.
He clearly has the potential to be more powerful than I'll ever be. That's why it's imperative we keep a close eye on him. Not that it's a problem. As long as no one removes that ring from his finger, he's no threat. Because, as you know, he can't remove it himself. And by this time tomorrow, his powers will be mine.
Allison tries to warn Danny about this. She tells him all about the power stealing. But Danny isn't convinced. But she's like, "Well, yeah. I've got proof. That's right. I've got this videotape. Now let's go to the adult producers and they can show it to you instead of me just showing it to you now."
Yeah. So Allison bursts into this room and is like, "Magic is real. Magic is real. And
I've
Mystic
got the
Max
proof.
is a wicked sorcerer. And Danny's a sorcerer, but Mystic Max is an evil one, and I have the proof. And here the proof is on this tape. Let me hand it to Mystic Max." Mystic Max is like, "Thank you."
Okay.
Rubs his thumb on it for a little while in view of everyone. He's just like rub. And then they put the tape in. What's this? Just static? And Mystic Max is like,
Yeah.
"Looks like Allison's lost her mind and thinks magic is real. I suggest she be sent home immediately."
Yeah, and she's like, "Danny, tell them that your magic is real." And Danny, in a line that I think is on par with "Go Marnie, it's just an evil spell that freezes us," says, "No, Allison, I'm just a normal kid magician who happens to be a truly impressive trickster. That's all."
You're probably just overwrought and overworked. We've been asking an awful lot of you teen producers. The pressure was bound to get to one of you.
Danny, please tell her. Danny, please.
Tell them what, Allison? I'm just a normal kid magician who happens to be a truly impressive trickster. That's all.
Anyway, Allison is sent home for her mental well-being because she thinks magic is real.
Yeah, which,
Yeah.
fair enough. I'll be like, okay. Also, the producer says, "Look, we're pushing you all pretty hard. The pressure was bound to get to one of you teen producers."
Yeah,
so, like,
right. We knew this would happen.
Yeah, her threshold for, like, making great TV is, obviously, we want at least one of these kid producers to have a full mental breakdown and burst into my office screaming that magic is real. That Mystic Max is an evil producer. Frankly,
evil sorcerer.
If we shatter two of their minds, we're pushing them too hard. If we don't shatter any, we could stand to be pushing them a little harder.
Yeah,
so
it's not going to be great TV until you shatter at least one mind.
So they're like, yeah, they just send Allison home. Don't even call her parents. There's no, like, "Come get your daughter. I've shattered her mind with my TV
pastoral
show."
care. She's just sort of booted out the front with her suitcase.
Yeah.
Left to get on the streetcar. Just head back into the French Quarter, I guess. We pop back to the framing narrative briefly. Allison explains to the camera. She's like, "I thought that Danny and I were friends." Why? Every interaction you've had in this movie has been hostile. I don't know why you think that you were friends.
Allison, bless her, she's not ready to give up just yet because she has the sense that Danny's in real danger, and because Danny and her are best friends, she knows that she knows she has to do everything she can to rescue Danny. So, she does what any great news hound would do. She goes on the hunt. She fires up the internet, and she finds a website, a GeoCities website about what was the name? Was it Antonio de Milo?
Antonio de Milo, yeah.
Antonio de Milo, the founder of the Magic mansion, which Allison knows now had his magic absorbed by Mystic Max in an evil magic grab.
It turned out that a prop that he'd worked with 1,000 times fell on him during a live performance and crushed his skull. And there's a photo of him in his coffin for some reason on this website. Yeah. And in the coffin, he's wearing the ring, the one that drains a magician's power and now sits on Danny's very finger.
Not a very chill website to just have, like, a picture of
his open casket.
You don't get that on Wikipedia.
Yeah, right. So she's like, "I need to get the ring off Danny's finger or he'll lose his powers too." Now, isn't that what Danny wants, though? To lose his powers?
I don't know if Danny wants to lose his powers. He certainly seems like he's enjoying not having any powers. But Mystic Max has said, like, "I'll take you under my wing and we can hone and harness and control your powers.
And then you can teleport Tony Hawk into your back garden whenever
Yeah,
you want.
exactly, for some sick 900s.
Well, Alison isn't having any of that, so she heads back to the Magic Mansion. She needs to get back in.
So Alison is like, oh my gosh, Mystic Max. Not only did Mystic Max kill DeMilo or have him killed or something, but this ring is going to suck all of Danny's powers, and now I have proof in the form of this GeoCities website. So she needs to get back into the mansion, so she smuggles herself in a big box.
Yeah, I guess she just got in it's like a magic prop, one of those boxes you put swords through.
Yeah.
I guess she just got in it somehow. Guess there was no need to show how that happens.
It is a smash cut to the box being wheeled in and Hunter signing for it and going, yep, this is good and fine.
But yeah, they're setting up for the big finale. Danny's parents are there to see him. Brandon is having a sequin crisis. Danny is asking how he's going to do his final trick if his powers are in check to Mystic Max. He says, maybe I should take the ring off. And Mystic Max is like, no!
No!
No, dear. Remember how you felt before? It's best to leave it on, dear boy. So yes, the final challenge. Who will be the greatest kid magician? Brandon comes out dressed like Austin Powers and starts doing the trick with the light up thumbs and then some kind of bullshit card stuff. Real Joe Bluth energy in this.
I actually think Brandon's performance is pretty pro. You know, like compared to all of the other stage magic you've seen, poor Brandon, you know, caught up in this web of intrigue of real magic. Little does Brandon know that Mystic Max has nothing but disdain for stage magic because it's not real.
So he's out there with a dagger clamped between his teeth, like gyrating to the final countdown by Europe.
Brandon's doing exactly the kind of stage magic that everyone expects to see, and you know, I think people are loving it. We also see we don't see Zoe's trick. We see Zoe take to the stage, and then the camera cuts away.
Jigs around with a top hat for a bit.
Yeah, and the
camera's
camera's
like, well, no need to see that.
You don't want to see this.
Yeah, we get the idea.
There are only 3 you could afford to show. There's a remarkably little magic trick. Few magic tricks in this magic movie.
Hunter, the producer, he sees Alison getting out of the box. He follows her, and he's like, "What are you doing here? How did you get here?" And she's like, and then she just runs off into the Hall of Mirrors where it's impossible to follow anyone. So
Hunter runs in, is immediately surrounded by laughing clowns. And Alison has escaped.
And that's the last we see of him. So presumably Hunter gets got by it or something.
But yeah, for the second time in the movie, this clown mirror maze is just, you can just run in there and escape.
Yeah. But then, so Danny is up next. He's getting ready to go on, and then Alison is like, "Psst, Danny," and he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, you again!
Hate you so much,
my
Alison.
hated enemy, Alison.
Stop trying to help me."
She's like, "That's right, it's me, your friend, Alison." She's like, "Look at this web page. Look at this GeoCities site. DeMilo wore the ring. You've got to take it off." And he's like, "No, I won't do it. I'm going to go out and do my trick."
"Well, how about this? At least try and take the ring off, then put it back on again quickly. And if I'm wrong, you will be able to do that." And Danny's like, "No way. I won't."
Simply no way.
I won't even try and take it off even for a second. Just take it off, Danny. What's going to happen?
But then he goes out. So the idea is that Mystic Max is going to do the magic for him off stage, right?
Yeah.
So he goes out to do the trick that him and Mystic Max have developed together, which is lifting a 1,000-pound weight over his head.
Again, Mystic Max, one of the world's greatest illusionists. What treat for the senses will he have cooked up tonight? Hey, Danny's. This is pretty heavy. Could a man lift this?
Yeah.
No. Well then.
Yeah.
Also, it's not helped by the fact that they clearly could not get a real weight for the film, so it looks like a fiberglass prop made of painted sponge or something.
Yeah. So Danny starts to try and lift this weight. He's having trouble with it. And the crowd, who I guess have apparently never seen a magic show before, are like, "Boo! Boo!"
It's a crowd of hunters. They're like, "Hey! He said he could magically lift it, but he can't! It's heavy!"
Yeah, he should have lifted it straight away, otherwise he can't do it. But then Max off stage, he's gesturing and he starts to lift it. It's up, it's over his head, and now it's floating. The crowd are loving it.
Yeah.
Danny is still stood right underneath it.
For some
but
reason.
then suddenly it drops, and Danny is nearly killed. He's only able to avoid it thanks to Alison shouting, and so he sort of ducks out of the way, and the weight crashes through the stage. So Mystic Max was going to murder this child.
Yeah, he was going to crush him on stage in front of, I mean, presumably cameras.
Yeah. His own parents.
Yeah. Just use magic to, like, kill him in the night or something.
Like, just magically constrict his chest so he can't breathe.
Even, like, putting aside how horrific it is, it's a terrible plan. Like, hover this big weight above him, and then we're going to wait about 30 seconds, during which time I assume Danny will not move even 1 foot to the left or right or forwards or backwards, which would, get him out of weight-crushing range.
Also, I mean, this happens on the set of a television show that's being filmed. So this is covered by all sorts of, like, workplace safety regulations. If a child magician is doing a magic trick on a magic reality show,
Andy, if a kid magician is crushed by a 1,000-pound weight on your reality TV show, I think the taxman would understand why it wasn't broadcastable, and the production company had to be liquidated.
But also, you are legally, criminally responsible for that child's death. You're going to be paying his parents millions and millions of dollars in punitive damages.
Also, his extremely violent and unpleasant death when a weight falls on him and, like, telescopes his body down into the stage.
Yeah, you know what wouldn't be covered by that? If the kids slipped on the marble floors and tipped over the balcony of your weird magic mansion and fell onto the floor below during the middle of the night.
Or do the show like normal, and then when the show is over and Danny's gone home, use magic to, like, kill him in the night.
Kill him with psychic knives from miles away.
But presumably Mystic Max's actual magic is limited to things like levitating heavy things around and making a Rock'em Sock'em robot do punches. So unless he can sort of get Danny in a position where he can do one of those things, he's really quite powerless.
He's like, I know, I'll drop a big weight on him.
Danny, go and stand next to all of those little medieval night puppets. No reason. Now, get him, boys.
Shing, 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 shing.
Yes, Danny, you fell right into my trap.
So now Danny realises that Max is evil, but luckily Alison is in the sword cabinet, and she's able to pop out and remove the ring from Danny herself, because only someone else can do it. And so now begins the great magic duel between these sorcerers. Max fires Danny into the sky and then just sort of makes him spin around, and everyone's like, ooh, very good.
Hey, pretty good.
Nice. Yeah. His parents are like, oh, nice.
Nice, good.
But then so what happens
You can do it. You can do it.
Is that Danny...
Just boldly state what happens.
Danny, currently, I don't know, 30, 40 feet in the air, then does an M. Bison Psycho Crusher from the sky towards Mystic Max, and somehow sort of projects the ring onto Max's finger.
Yep.
So the ring is now on Max's finger, and then the two of them collide, and Max sort of vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Yep.
And then Danny is like, ta-da! And everyone's like, oh, yes, very good.
And everyone is like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
There was not really any narrative to this trick, but I guess I like that everyone flew around and stuff.
And then it cuts back to Alison in the framing narrative going, so that was it. That was it!
Okay, the film begins with her saying, some people say Danny was never real to begin with. He doesn't then disappear at the end of the film.
Well, so she says that Max must have gotten Paul to take the ring off him, because by the time we returned to the production office, every single show tape had mysteriously disappeared. But then someone made them mysteriously reappear in this room, and then I cut together everything you just saw. So, like, even the bits where there was no cameraman, or you know, her on her laptop in a coffee shop, or all of that stuff, she cut all that together.
Or when there were, like, 3 camera angles.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And Danny, there's no mystery.
Once he realised that Max was still out there, he went into hiding to hone his skills and get real control of his powers before they meet again.
That's right. They're setting up a sequel.
So these warring sorcerers will kill us all, right?
I suppose. It's hard to know where to be. I mean, that's the end of the film, right?
Yeah, so she says, I hear he's definitely getting stronger each and every day. Actually, I do know where he is. And then the top hat teleport does it again. The top hat teleport spins into the screen and suddenly she's where Danny is and they're hugging. And then the film ends.
Yeah. So
the world that the film leaves us with is one in which there are two powerful sorcerers who wish to kill each other.
Yeah.
They have unlimited magical powers. They're currently training and honing their destructive capabilities. And one day they will meet each other in a magical duel that will destroy the Eastern Seaboard.
Now, look, that's a film that I would watch. And for me, there are so many problems with this movie, I think.
Yes.
But for me, fundamentally, when I really think about it, and I have really, really thought about it, I think the problem with this movie is that...
Go on.
Fundamentally, real magic, the idea of real magic, and stage magic are like total opposites narratively. Like, one is magic, one's about entertainment. So, like, it's not actually as natural a fit as the film wants it to be to have a story about stage magic where some of the stage magicians turn out to be real sorcerers. And I think that's why, like, because you're comfortable with the idea of stage magicians and you're settling into the film and you're like, okay, I get it. It's a reality TV show. It's a drama about aspiring kid magicians. And then it's like, no, sweep that off the table. Forget stage magic. Why is Mystic Max pretending to be a stage magician?
Yeah. Also, why does he need other magicians' magic if all he's using his magic for is to do like card tricks?
Yeah,
because he literally murdered one guy to gain his magic power, so he can do what, 2 card tricks at the same time?
Mystic Max should hate stage magic. He should be on a mission to kill stage magicians for deigning to impersonate his true sorcerer's power. Mystic Max, here's what you do. Step 1. Magic some money. There isn't a step 2. Your magic is real. You don't need to be doing this.
I mean, he lives in a giant mansion. Maybe he did.
If you want to live a life of secrecy and hide your skills from the world, fine. But just like, magic some money. Don't use your magic to augment a stage magic career. That sounds exhausting and completely unnecessary. Or, just like, be a sorcerer and rule the world.
But he doesn't say why he wants more magic power for, why he's searching for other sorcerers.
I don't know.
It's like, oh, yeah, I need to find another sorcerer and take their power.
Well, he was like, there's no way I can share power. He's like Sauron. He doesn't want to share the power. But why not? Why don't you find Danny and be like, hey, you're a magician as well. Guess what? Now you're a franchisee of the Mystic Max Incorporated.
Yeah, you're Mystic Max Jr. You're doing all my stage shows. And I'm sitting in the Mystic Manor making 30%.
You're kicking it up to old Mystic Max up here. Right. I suggest we go out and find more real wizards and get them in this pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
It's Danny must never figure out, because then he would take all of what I have, which is he
has the potential to be more powerful than I ever was. And again, the power that he's talking about is making sort of cards come out of a pack and fly around the room.
Why, Max?
It's just, I don't understand any of the characters in this film's motivations, except maybe Alison, who just wants to be the world's greatest kid producer.
Yeah, I mean, not that happens or anything, because I guess, does the show ever air? I guess not, because Mystic Max vanishes.
Well, yeah, but she does have all the tapes, and she cut together this movie from those tapes.
Yes. So what you're watching is that. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe this film raises the very good question of, like, what if you could do real magic but not much?
you could do real magic, but you could only use it to do stage magic tricks.
Yeah, and not impressive stage magic tricks like Darren Brown does, but kind of like first draft, kids' Christmas present, first box of magic stuff. Yeah, like linking rings and floating cards, and like, what if you could only do that?
Maybe that's why he needs everyone else's real magic powers, because if he combines everyone's, he might be able to do something actually good.
What if you had genuinely possessed the power to magically create endless handkerchiefs from your skin?
You're like, why was I cursed? Yeah, so that's what he's doing. All of these wild magic sorcerers can do basic sleight of hand and leisure demand.
Yeah.
But if you kill another one, you get like another 0.5 magic points. And when you get to like 20 magic points, then you can like fly or something cool.
Yeah.
So that's what
something that other stage magicians can already do, give the illusion of doing.
Yeah, you can live in a box for 60 days. Yeah.
That's how Blaine does it. He's stolen a lot
his
of other
magic is
sorcerers'
real.
power. Yeah, his magic is real.
Well, so that was that film.
Yeah.
I will say I enjoyed like the aesthetic of it. It's so like early 2000s.
Yep.
And the whole like the Magic Mansion and the old like the magic aesthetic is something that I enjoy. I know you don't, Luke, but
I don't get a huge kick out of it, but I can tell that the film is actually made with quite a lot of like love and reverence for that scene, if you know what I mean. I mean, don't get me wrong. I bet if you were a magician watching this film, you'd be like, this sucked and all of it was wrong.
Yeah.
And it probably could have been made with more research and more reverence. But, it's a real earnest attempt to make close-up magic cool on the Disney Channel. And, I respect the effort.
There you go. I respect the effort. Mom Can't Cook podcast.
Let us know your thoughts on Now You See It. Maybe it made more sense to you than it did to us.
Maybe it's like very clear what everyone's motivations were.
Yeah, maybe. But if so, drop us a note at mumcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. We've loved seeing all of your emails. We always do. And it was an especially bumper crop this week because last episode, Andy put out the call. He sent up the flare for you all to send in your best line reads for the line from Halloween Town when Debbie Reynolds says, "Go, Marnie, it's just an evil spell that freezes us." And so many of you rose to the occasion, rose to the challenge.
Let me try one.
Okay, go on.
Go, Marnie, it's just an evil spell that freezes us.
Pretty good.
I'm going for a bit of more of kind of upbeat.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah,
like why does it have to be? Yeah, why does it have to be a negative thing?
Just you should find the positive in everything, even being frozen by an evil spell.
Go, Marnie! It's just an evil spell that freezes.
Also good.
But you know what? Not nearly as good as all of the line reads that you sent in. We can't play them all because there are so many. But we have listened to them all. We've picked a few that we especially loved. We loved them all, but these are the ones that we wanted to play because we thought they were excellent and we thought you'd get a kick out of them too. So first up is this one from Sam, who actually sent us a video. And props to you, Sam. You even got like dressed up for the occasion.
Costume and everything.
Yeah, cosplaying Debbie Reynolds' character. So this is the line read from Sam.
Go, Marnie. It's just an evil spell that freezes us.
Damn, that was good.
It's good.
I like the drawn out us.
I know. That's actually a recurring theme. Quite a few people have taken the freezing nature of the spell and
I see.
used it, to use to kind of draw out the us. I mean, I don't want to put words in Sam's mouth, but I wonder if that's what Sam is going for there. Next up, this one from Mary. Which I think is pretty rad. Give it a listen.
Go, Marnie! It's just an evil spell that freezes us.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. I like it goes in some very unexpected directions.
It does. That line read has the same structure as Now You See It.
Yeah. Go, Marnie!
Yeah. World's greatest kid magician. Magic is real and there's an evil sorcerer and he's trying to kill the kid magician.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay, right. Our next one is Igor Ferreira.
Go, Marnie. It's just an evil spell that freezes us.
Oh, I like that.
It's good, right? That's a good one. It's understated, but urgent.
Urgent, yeah. There's the sense of drama.
Yes. It's good.
Like if someone said that to me, I'd be like, I will go. I'm going now.
I will go, Marnie. And I understand the nature of the spell.
You've conveyed all the information I needed.
You've given me all the clues.
Yeah, all the clues I needed.
Okay, this next one is from Joshua. I think this one is excellent.
Go, Marnie. It's just an evil spell that freezes.
Oh, I like the way that us is cut off.
I know, powerful stuff.
Powerful. But also, Joshua there has interpreted the freezing as a kind of icy freezing.
Yes.
You can tell from the shivering.
Yeah, you can tell from the kind of shiver. Oh, you interpret it as shivering. I interpreted it more like the character was very badly hurt and was like bleeding out or something. Like,
battle damaged Debbie Reynolds.
Come on, you gotta get out of here.
Oh, no, it was more like, go, man.
Go, man.
It's just an evil spell that freezes. You see, it's open to interpretation like all the best performances.
Exactly. And that's why it's so good. Either way, very good work, Joshua. The only problem, I think, with that one is that obviously we know the real function of the line is to let the audience know that it's just a film and to not be scared.
Yeah, to not be scared about all the
I think that
frozen
line is
people.
that line is too dramatic. The final line reading that we have actually comes via Harry McIntyre, friend of the show.
Yes, friend of the show, Harry McIntyre from Netflix's The Last Kingdom, and also the voice of Noah in Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah.
Also Twitch streaming over at twitch.tv/Harry McIntyre. Check him out over there. But yeah, a professional voice actor here.
Yeah. We know Harry because he was good enough to step in on a live D&D Ox venture when I couldn't make it one time, and we've kept in touch, and so Andy reached out and said, "Hey Harry, you claim to be a good actor, do you? Why do you want to put your professional reputation on the line by reading a terrible line from a Disney Channel original movie?"
Yeah, and quite understandably, Harry said, "No, of course not. Why would I ever do that? No, not at all. Harry is lovely," and so he did. And we got just some little notes from Harry on his performance as well before. So let's have that.
So to explain my thinking, in my read, I'm being frozen as the line continues. So hopefully you'll hear that solidifying of the water content in my body in the performance. I'll let the performance ultimately speak for itself. Go, Marnie! It's just an evil spell that freezes us.
Very, very powerful stuff there. I mean, I can feel the freezing.
Yeah, you can feel the spell taking hold of Harry's body.
Yeah, you can feel like the cells crystallizing and shutting down. That's powerful.
I just want to stay safe out there, Harry. I mean, don't go too method and do yourself harm by actually conjuring into existence a real freezing spell with a line read this powerful.
Yeah, if I were working at Nintendo, for example, if I was Masahiro Sakurai and I was like, who shall we put into Smash Brothers next?
Yeah.
I would definitely say Noah from Xenoblade Chronicles based on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta. I mean, look, it's a safe bet that whatever happens next with Smash Brothers, it will feature many Xenoblade Chronicles and Fire Emblem characters. So
yeah,
I think the odds are good. There you go, a little bit of topical Smash Brothers humour for you there, listeners.
Thank you everyone for sending in your amazing performances.
They were so good.
I'm not going to make you read the line. God, what was it? A kid trickster.
Go on, read again.
I'm just a normal kid magician who happens to be a truly impressive trickster.
That's all.
I won't make you do that.
Just a normal kid magician.
I'm just a regular kid magician.
Oh, dare I say, have we found our next T-shirt?
I'm just
a regular kid magician
who happens to be a truly impressive trickster.
Look, folks, I'm just a regular kid. Look, hey, I'm just a regular kid magician.
Hey, I put my magic shoes on one foot at a time.
I levitated to my trousers one leg at a time, just like everyone else. Hey, look, I don't know if you want to hear what I think. I mean, hey, I'm just a regular kid magician.
Just a regular old kid. I'm not one of your fancy big city magicians.
Yeah, I haven't had your fancy schooling. I'm just a regular kid magician, but I call it like I see it. It's the way I was raised. And I think magic is real.
1,000-pound weight falls on head. Yes, more magic for Magic Max.
Mystery Max.
Mystic Max. Sorry.
What is your
deal? Why are you killing children on TV in front of their parents?
This film doesn't deserve a sequel, but it's annoying because they do set up what I think is possibly the most exciting premise for a decom ever.
The wild magic sorcerer duel.
I know. Just imagine it. In my mind, it's like it's the fight at the end of The Matrix, you know, the third one.
Yeah.
It's like Neo and Agent Smith in like a decaying city in the pouring rain, just flying into each other, all anime.
Or like some like Highlander style. They're up on a cliff. They're windswept. Their robes billow around them as they levitate off the floor. Rocks are sort of rising around them like Dragon Ball characters.
The Castlevania anime on Netflix where they're kind of acrobatically dancing into each other.
Can you imagine? The two of them are sort of levitating across from each other. Their fingers are crackling and sparking. But who's this flying in? It's Sophie from Halloween Town.
Her eyes go white and the flesh melts from Mystic Max's body.
A huge beam emits from her chest and sweeps across the landscape.
Danny is like, every cell must be destroyed. If even one remains, he will regenerate. Sophie's like, not a problem.
Yeah. And there you go, the crossover, the Avengers Endgame of the Disney Channel original movie universe. We need to decide what we're watching next week.
Oh God!
Not next week, next time.
It
was kind of my choice this week. This is the one I wanted to do. So I will give the choice to you.
Oh my God! You're going to regret that because I want to do motocross.
Oh, you want to do motocross?
Yeah,
okay.
motocross.
All right. Let me bring up the Disney Plus.
Can we get away with one more before we go Christmassy?
I
think so.
Yeah, we've got one more before we go Christmassy for sure. Disney's Motocross 2001, 1 hour and 31 minutes.
Too long.
Yeah.
Shave a minute off that, please.
A young girl secretly poses as her twin brother to win the big motocross. I assume that the word race is supposed to be. After that.
It's like the description writer got very sleepy halfway through.
Whoa, hang on. On the Disney Wiki here, Motocross is a 2001 Disney Channel original movie loosely based on the Shakespeare play Twelfth Night.
Yes! Yeah, that's right. I knew there was a reason I liked
God.
it. It's because I'm so smart. Because I recognised its literary allusions.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, in that it features a girl pretending to be a boy.
Sure.
For motocross purposes.
Anyway, if you're not going to watch the film, at least look up the promotional still for the film, which is a load of blonde, spiky-haired motocross riders glowering at the camera. It's extremely 2001.
Look, I wanted to do motocross or a Ring of Endless Lights, and I think Andy would rather put off a Ring of Endless Lights.
I would much rather do motocross.
Psychic connection to dolphins. We'll get to it eventually, folks. Don't worry.
We're not doing a Ring of Endless Light until we absolutely have to.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. As always, you can get in touch with the podcast at momcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. Don't forget to drop us a 5-star review anywhere that you feel like you can.
Yeah, write us a review on iTunes. We read all of those, and they're very lovely to see. Or just give us a 5 stars on Spotify. We appreciate that as well.
Yep, take it easy, folks, and take care, because Mystic Max is out there. He's gathering his dark forces.
He's gathering his strength. Every day he grows stronger.
He's amassing his orcish armies.
Mystic Max is number 1. Yeah. He's ceremonying it up pretty hard right now. So take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Check out the official Mom Can't Cook merch store at momcan'tcookstore.com.
Yep, that's the one. That's the
one.
All right.
And just whatever protective wards you can get for you and your family.
And just try whatever you can.
Stay safe out there, friends.
Anything.